Here's how Outbreak could return to Rainbow Six Siege as a new permanent third mode. So if you weren't aware, years ago back in Operation Chimera, Ubisoft done the Outbreak event. This was Siege's first ever PvE focus mode other than T-Hunt, and it saw Rainbow, both attackers and defenders, facing off against a threat from outside this world. Now this event only lasted for 2 weeks, but the amount of dev effort that went into this is absolutely mind-boggling. Well, eventually we understood why so much effort went into this event. Ubisoft spun it off into its own video game, which would later be released as Rainbow Six Extraction. Between the time of Outbreak in Rainbow Six Siege and Rainbow Six Extraction, there was a change. From a visual perspective, story, and gameplay perspective, Extraction was worse in pretty much all sectors. It wasn't as dark and gritty as Outbreak was, the story just wasn't as captivating, the gameplay wasn't as fun, and even small things such as there being an animation when you extracted an Outbreak didn't even exist in Extraction. It was a complete shell of Outbreak, and I liked Extraction for what it was, but the game is dead on the water, and Ubisoft cut support for it less than a year after it released. Well, with the year 10 celebration of Rainbow Six Siege coming up in just a few seasons, with the 10th anniversary, I think now is the perfect time for Ubisoft to solidify Outbreak as the third mode of Rainbow Six Siege, joining Core Siege and Dual Front. This would then allow Siege to have a proper PvE mode attached to it, which is great if you're a free-to-play game now as well, and they can simply just forget that Extraction happened. They can take what they have of the version of Outbreak that exists in Siege and just bring that back and expand upon it. For people who bought Extraction, give them a bunch of free skins or something like that. Compensate them in one way, shape, or form in Siege. But that means we can start to have an actual PvE mode with the core grittiness of Outbreak itself built straight into Siege, just like in the menu where you have Core Siege, Dual Front, and then Outbreak. Ubisoft are kind of sitting on a gold mine here, so I really hope they utilize this. Be sure to let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below and follow for more Rainbow Six content. I might make a full YouTube video about this because I'm very passionate about it.